There are many businesses that when you look at their profit statements, one of the biggest chunks of costs for running that business goes to marketing and sales. So usually marketing and sales, salaries, for some businesses, rent. These are the major cost areas for those businesses. So by being able to cut down how much you're spending on marketing, you'll be spending less as a business while making more sales, which is always good news, because making more sales while limiting your costs for marketing is usually a good sign of profitability. That efficiency would contribute towards a higher profitability for your business. So I've seen instances where a business makes about 100 million in sales in a year, 100 million in sales, but it's not a profitable company, even though they are making all that money in sales. Why? They spend a lot. It's called customer acquisition cost. Their cost of customer acquisition is really high. They spend a lot of money to get a customer, that even though they make a sale, at the end of the day, the business is not as profitable as you will expect. But I've seen companies that make far less money. Maybe they do 10 million, right? And they are very profitable because their cost of acquiring a customer is not as high as that other company. So that's why I'm always very particular, and I often warn my clients and my students that do not be carried away by the vanity of sales or revenues. I'm not interested in what your sales is. I want to know how profitable are you as a business, because profitability is what concerns you as a business owner. Your reward for starting and running that business will come from profit. So many people chase down sales or revenue at any cost, and that doesn't make any sense. If you are going to chase down sales or revenues at any cost, and you eventually spend so much on acquiring that customer, you spend so much money on marketing and sales, that at the end of the day, your business is struggling profit-wise. I don't think that's a wise way to run a business. It's not sustainable in the long term, because you're spending so much money to get customers, but at the end of the day, you're not keeping much in terms of profits. So if marketing on a budget will give you any key benefits, that will be cost efficiency. It limits how much you're spending to get customers while allowing you to benefit on the revenue or sales side. The other key benefit is creativity and innovation. When you know you have a limited budget for marketing, when you know you have a limited budget to acquire customers, it makes you more creative, it makes you more innovative, compared to when people have access to a huge pot of funds. They tend to be more wasteful because they think the best form of marketing is the most expensive form of marketing. It's not true. I've seen people who spent a lot of money on influencers. They give a lot of money to influencers, hoping that it's a magic bullet, that the moment you can pay the influencer a lot of money, it will get you sales. Yes, the influencer took their money, the influencer talked about the product, but it did not yield the sales they were looking at. So many times, expensive marketing does not really mean effective marketing. Many times, marketing that is not expensive can be the most effective form of marketing, right? So you have to be careful when you are marketing on a budget. I think the huge benefit is that knowing that your budget is limited, knowing that you have limited financial resources to acquire customers, it will get your creative juices running, it will open the doors to innovation and allow you achieve more with less, right? If you're interested in learning more about the topics I offer when it comes to starting, building, and growing a business, this is your opportunity to join my community. It's known as the BMG. I provide extensive courses on different topics and challenges that afflict business owners, from how to optimize your profits, how to manage costs, how to boost your sales, how to develop processes, how to scale your business. There's a whole lot that I can teach you. If you want to go deeper into my content, this is your chance. Go to the link on your screen right now, jointhebmg.com.